was roped into it by a friend of mine, so initially I wasn't that keen, but it's probably the best exercise that I've done in years.
I used to have a personal trainer, and I found that I was sort of not really getting enough out of it, and actually I found I get more out of the boot camp than I did a personal trainer, and it's about a third of the price. So that was the reason mainly, and it's more fun.
First couple of times I try, I almost gave up because for me it's really hard. But after you keep progressing this, and then it's just like you feel fit, and then actually I lose weight, and then I feel more energy during the day, and then I just feel great and healthy.
Unpaid testimonial there. These folks seem to like what they're doing. All this week, of course, we've been trying to help you get fit for the new year, especially if 3 weeks now since the holidays, and trying to work off the excess of that. If nothing is working for you, the gym is too much of a drag or expensive, or you just can't stand the thought of that, or maybe you have no discipline, well, what do? Well, you know what? You have to get tough on yourself. Nothing's tougher than the military. Raise your hands. How many of you spent time in national service? Drop soldier, I want 20. Here's a solution. Go to boot camp. Boot camp. Oh, inductee. Private. Low? No. Our guest today, Nathan Solia, is the founder of Boot Camp in Hong Kong. Concept which has caught fire in the States and Australia, among other places. And as you can see, he's decked out in boot camp gear. Nathan, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Boot camp. The term evokes images of a drill sergeant yelling at you from 1 inch away, and if you don't get it perfect, dropping and doing 50 dead press on the spot. Sounds really daunting.
Yeah, well, you know, the whole concept was created a few years ago. So what we've really done is it's created a movement of people going to get results. Mm-hmm. So it's an outdoor program. It's not necessarily we're always yelling at people. We're encouraging people to push themselves past their limits. Uh-huh. And then, of course, what we do is we try and set goals for people as well. So people are getting results along the way. Mm-hmm. Yelling and screaming, well, you know, there's a little bit of yelling and screaming, of course.
You've got to have the effect, right? You've got to have the atmosphere.
You know, if you've got 20 people, you've got to make sure that everyone knows what they're doing and doing the right things. Now, so as you can see from from these as well, making sure people have got good form, making sure people are going through the range of motion, but also making sure everyone's having a little bit of fun.
Right. And it's all outdoors, huh?
All outdoors.
So
all
it's public places, basically.
Yeah.
So
well, as you see, we use the parks. When I first started the program, there was so many parks around. I didn't realize Hong Kong had so many parks.
You're in a car park there.
Yeah, we use the car parks there. Yeah, don't tell anyone.
That's okay.
We don't stay long.
Guards don't object. You have you grew from you're pretty young, right? About 4 or 5 year old organization.
Yeah, 5 years. 5 years old.
And you went from presumably 1 to how many today?
Well, we've got 62 classes running per week at the moment. And of course it varies from time to time. In the summertime it's not so many. In the wintertime it actually picks up. You know,
really?
Yep, just before Christmas you get
crisp weather. You could handle the crisp weather, right?
Yes,
when it's 33 outside and 98% humidity, it becomes a bit wearisome. What do you do? I mean, how do you who signs up? How do they find you? And what keeps them in the program?
Well, what we do is you have the website. You also can get in contact with us through our phone number, 28696883. From there, what we do is we put you in a boot camp that's scattered all the way from all the way into Clearwater Bay, all the way through to the south side, and then you go into a beginners program. And the beginners program teaches you very basic movements, so a squat, a lunge, a step up, a push, a pull, and core exercises. Core is like the abs and the obliques, and because that stabilizes everything, right? So if you have a strong core, then your posture improves, the energy flows better, and of course you just become a lot fitter and a lot more energetic.
And after the beginner core, what is the ultimate goal with all this? To be able to run a marathon, or to be able to climb up to the top of the mountain without losing your breath, or is it actually more of a controlled environment?
Everyone has their own goals. Some people want to lose weight, some people want to tone up, some people just want to get that discipline of coming 3 times a week. We've always started setting goals with some programs that are going around the town, like King of the Hills, or the Action Asia, or the all marathons, and so forth. But the program is based around getting people to lose weight and tone up and get that discipline back in their lives, and as well enjoy, the outside of Hong Kong.
Right.
I mean, at the moment, it's perfect temperature to be outside. Like, we were out this morning at 5:30, 6:30, and it was cold at the beginning.
Right.
But by the end of the session, you're enjoying the outdoors.
You get going, and really, what seems like a chilly, 12 or 13 Celsius, you feel really nice. If you started at 33 degrees, you'd probably be panting like a tiger
after 5 minutes.
After no time. What's your demographic? Who signs up? Teenagers, tweens, 20-somethings, the elderly set?
Well, we've got ranges of people. I would say, if you were going to say the majority is 30-somethings, 40-somethings. People that...
vulnerable, the vulnerable
well, those
age.
people, exactly. Those people who sort of come out of their 20s, have probably worked quite hard, have not exercised in a little while, and want to start getting back into a routine of coming 2 to 3 times per week, starting off nice and lightly, and then, of course, creating some momentum over the 2 to 3 month period.
Now, I don't have to go all the way to Clearwater Bay, right? Because it would take me an hour to get there to take part. You get what programs all over?
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. Is like, some people have actually, when it all first started, people were ringing me saying, can I run this down the road from my place? And I would go, okay, well, all we need is 5 people. And then we'd get 5 people together.
A core group.
That's right. And then all of a sudden, people would notice them working. People would spread the word within their community. And then it becomes quite community-based.
You're doing it in public places, so you don't have to pay for an expensive gym, in the middle of mid-levels or something. So
not at all.
What do you charge people to do this? It should be pretty low. It should be very low fee.
Well, it works out to around $150 per session if you're attending 2 to 3 times per week.
$20 US or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you a trained military personnel?
I'm not. But I have a guy who is in the trained military. Hayward. Yep, very popular.
And he's the most popular one because people want to be shouted at. There's a certain, degrade me sort of. Do people go for that at all?
Everyone wants a different angle, right?
Yeah.
Some people like to be coerced and encouraged. Some people like to be really pushed.
I like abuse. Can you serve me?
Mate, I can tell you right now, you need to drop and give me 20.
Okay, I love abuse. Aren't you hungry after watching all that working out? Still to come, our prefix on Friday as we try another fine French dish from our proud 3 Michelin star Caprice restaurant in Hong Kong. Then we're going to have to go to boot camp after this.
Infrastructure Asia 2010, Asia's largest infrastructure exhibition with over $600 billion of business opportunities and projects for tender, held in conjunction with the Asia Pacific Ministerial Conference. Join global industry leaders and senior government officials as they set strategies across Asia Pacific, hosted by the Republic of Indonesia next April. Infrastructure Asia 2010. Join now.
Let Standard Chartered's Forex expertise power your ambition.